Welcome everyone to A Taste of Full Stack. Today, we're going to demystify how the web works by stepping inside a familiar setting, a French bistro. By the end of this session, you'll understand the roles of the client, the server, and the API without getting lost in technical jargon. Meet our first character, the customer. In the tech world, this is the client. It's the browser on your phone or computer. The customer has a specific intent. They're hungry, and they want to see what's available. They interact with the front of the house, which we call the front end. Next, we have the kitchen, or the server. This is where the magic happens. It's the back end. The kitchen holds all the ingredients, the data, and the secret recipes, the logic. However, the kitchen is a busy, dangerous place with hot stoves and sharp knives. You wouldn't want a customer wandering in there randomly. This brings us to the gap. The customer is in the dining room, and the kitchen is behind closed doors. They are physically and logically separated. How does the order get from the table to the stove without the customer having to yell across the room or kick down the kitchen door? We need a bridge. Enter the API, our waiter. The waiter brings a menu. That's the documentation to the customer. The menu tells the customer exactly what they can ask for and exactly how they need to ask for it. The waiter is the messenger who safely takes that specific request to the kitchen. When we put it all together, we have the API Bistro. It's a unified system where the front end and back end are decoupled but perfectly synchronized. This architecture allows the kitchen to change its internal recipes without the customer ever needing to know, as long as the waiter still understands the order. Let's quickly map these roles one more time. The customer is the client/front end, the waiter is the API, the kitchen is the server/back end, the menu is the API documentation. If you remember these four, you'll never be confused by a full stack diagram again. Focusing on the customer. They represent the user experience. They don't care about the plumbing. They care about the result. In web terms, this is the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that you see and click on. Focusing on the waiter. The API is a set of protocols. It doesn't cook the food, it manages the communication. It ensures that the request is valid. If you try to order pizza at a sushi bistro, the waiter, the API, will return an error before even going to the kitchen. Focusing on the kitchen. This is the heavyweight infrastructure. It manages the database and complex calculations. It's the engine that powers the experience, hidden safely away from the public. Now, let's look at the actual flow. 1. The request is made, order placed. 2. Transport, waiter walks to kitchen. 3. Logic, chef prepares food. 4. The response, waiter brings the plate back. This cycle happens every time you click a button on a website. Why do we do this? First, security. Customers can't see the kitchen's secret sauce. Second, standardized menus lead to 99% accuracy. And finally, scalability. One kitchen can handle many waiters, and one waiter can serve many customers simultaneously. To wrap up, full stack isn't a single thing. It's a collaboration. Remember the bistro analogy whenever you're building or discussing web apps? The client asks, the API translates, and the server delivers. Any questions?